This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So now for any business, we have different parties involved in the business. So when I say party here, party can be an individual, operator. Operator means individual or operator both are same, but the thing is like operator is in the same system. Individual is maybe outsider. That is the meaning generally. Okay, that's called person. You say person. Okay, both will have same characteristics except this guy will be there created with a login ID with the system. This guy will be outside. It can be an organization, government department. Okay, it can be some organization, you say company, like this. Can be n number. You can go ahead and create different party types by yourself. That is possible. Okay, so these are different parties that gets these are the parties that you may find, different types of parties that you may find in any business. Suppose if you're going to purchase a land, as I told yesterday, again I'm repeating. So purchase a house or land, whatever it is. Okay, so there will be parties involved. So the parties are who is going to buy, who is going to sell, and so there will be some mediator, and there will be someone called registrar who is going to register this. Maybe some other extra parties also can be there, but these are the parties which are involved in this process. So when you start this process, initialize the process, or after initializing the process, at the time of initialization of the process, or after the initialization of the process, at any point in time, you may need the parties to be initialized. Okay, parties can be initialized before the beginning of transaction, at the moment of beginning of transaction, or after the transaction is processed up to some extent. There also you can initialize the parties. Parties information can be used here and there. For example, you take broker, buyer, seller. These three parties will be initialized before the transaction. So first of all, broker is going to talk to buyer and seller. So they will have normal discussions, and then once they wanted to start the transaction, they will initialize the process of purchase. The moment they initialize the process of purchase transaction, okay, then immediately buyer information will be collected, seller information will be connected, who is the broker involved in this will be collected. So all these three information at the beginning, and after processing, okay, so there will be certain documents, everything is collected, reviewed, verified, everything is fine. Okay, there may be after some time you have to involve register. So register will be initialized and everything will be sent to register. He is going to register it. Okay, like this. So parties can be initialized at the beginning of the transaction or at the middle of the transaction. Ending we don't need. Maybe at some certain point in time during the transaction you may need to initialize the parties. So you go to workflows. Okay, you go to workflow. Here you go, begin insurance. I'll show you with workflow. Same is applicable for case type also, because in the workflow you see here, I'm going to we have selected PY case management default in order to avoid that screen. What is the screen? New harness. Apart from this option, skip create harness. Okay, now I'm choosing the default party which was there before. If I choose this, we will get new harness for sure, right? So actions, and then okay, did we modify new harness in our application? Maybe we would have modified, right? Okay, let me see once. So now here you go, you run this flow. At the new harness, you can collect the parties information generally. So it is showing this. Okay, give me 1 minute. So we modified this to include customer ID something, right? Let me open this. customer search. It doesn't have any versions. I don't want this new harness to be picked. I want the original new harness to be picked. So how can I achieve that? How to achieve it? So you can go ahead and I want to withdraw this. Save and then check it. I have withdrawn this, so obviously I will be getting the one which is there in my parent classes. So in order to see the work part is being displayed, so I'm doing this. Okay, now you just go ahead and create a transaction. So at the beginning of the transaction, at the new harness level itself, it will ask you, these are the properties which we have given in the organization class, so it is coming. So here you can see participants. So participants, add participants. I told you, right? So work parties means those who are involved in the transaction. These are also other terminology here they are using is participants. So here you go with select a party. So party is of type operator. I've chosen. So here you go, originator of type operator. So already by default it has something called customer. So here you go, parties operator ID automatically taking the current application. Whoever has logged in, their operator. You want to modify, you modify. It's up to you. And here you see there is another party called customer. You click on edit. It will ask you the details. First name of the customer. So last name of the customer. Okay. So state some details. Email ID. Okay. So this, I'm sorry. This is the email ID. And you scroll down. Say okay. And here you say okay for this party. Okay, these two parties I have entered some information. So two parties I am creating. By default you got customer. Okay, I have added one more party, and further if you want to go ahead and proceed forward, click on done. This party's information should be stored now. So before the initialization of the work object itself, you have got work parties being executed. So first py default data transform will run. After py default data transform, work parties will get executed. So you are initializing the work parties here at the new harness level. This information will be posted to clipboard. So someone who is already working, who told, right? What is the page on which it will be posted? Where do you have this information? Work parties information. Divya, where do you have this information, work parties?
Harsha, I'm not working on Pega.
Oh, someone who told, right? You have it in your project somewhere.
Actually, I have not worked on it, but we have in a project. That's it. I'm not aware of that.
Okay, okay. So now, see, this information will be posted to clipboard under py work page, py work parties. It is a page group. It is a page group. You know about page list and page group, right? Page group means it will have name instead of index value. So look at here, py work page. Where is it? Py work page. Under this, you have py work party. You need not to bother about this one. We need to bother about the transaction. Okay. Outside, you don't need to bother about py work party. How many parties we have added? 2 parties. Look at here. Each party page has a class, data party person, data party operator, like this. Each party class, each party page has a class for which it is referring to. So here you go. See, data party originator, data party customer. You remember this one I have entered. The other one is preloaded automatically. I mean preloaded when I say, when I click on edit, operator ID, current operator ID and all, everything is been taken. And this one we have entered some information. Okay. So in this you can see few parameters. So work parties will be getting created under py work page 2a on a page group property py work party. Each page will have a name. I will tell you how each page is getting the name in few minutes, and also the class how it is getting in few minutes. So here we need to bother about the parameters. So what are the parameters that we need to bother about? Py work party URI. So this parameter, if I tell you what is this parameter I have entered in the UI, the email address. So here you go. If you see here, it is email address, and also here you see py user identifier. What is this one? What is this one?
Operator ID.
Operator ID. So in this case, both are same. Okay. So like this, you have another property also, py email 1 for the email ID. Okay. Similarly here also you can see. Okay. So work party URI, generally you see it is like email ID being assigned, but work party URI, as far as I know, it will be taking operator ID only. URI also will be copied with operator ID. Let's cross verify that once. Okay. So now this is the party class. See your work party class. If you see data party person, data party operator. So all the work parties are instances of descendants of data party, means data dash party. If you go under data party, you have data party operator, data party individual, I mean like person. Okay, data party government, data party organization, data party com means company or something. You can just check once. So like this, all these work parties, common properties will be there in data party. You wanted to add one more party type. What would you be doing? You create your own class under data party. I want an analyst. Let's say data party analyst. So data dash party dash, I will be creating a class called analyst. Most of the common properties will be there in data party. You have analyst specific properties in the analyst class. Similarly, you wanted to go ahead and create data party loan officer. Okay. So data party loan officer you create. Like that, you can create n number of party types of your wish. So now coming back to work parties rule. So where is this work parties rule? Let's go ahead here. Work parties rule. You can go to py keys management by default or this one. Either of this is okay. See here, work parties you define in work parties rule, n number of work parties you can define here itself. Okay, I don't know about maximum, but n number of work parties you can define. Party name can be anything of your wish. Analyst. Okay, go ahead with analyst. Give the name analyst. Copy this and paste here. You have a separate class, go ahead. Otherwise, analyst is also an operator. Choose analyst should be created referring to data party operator. So now on the clipboard, py work parties of analyst will get created. So where it is of type operator, let's say, and what is the data transform to initialize the parameters or properties of analyst. See, analyst will have a name, analyst will have email ID, analyst will have one operator ID because he is operator. Like this, what I have seen, what I have shown you a few minutes back on the clipboard, his email address, all the details you can define by using a data transform. We will create it, but here you see, whenever you go through this originator, that something which is already available, you can see here. I told you, right? Py work party URI. It is taken from px requester dot py user identifier, means current operator it is taking. current operator. Directly it is taking from requester page. It can even take from operator page also. So like this you have, let's go to another one where we have something more than what we have seen, the properties, some more properties. Here you can see there are other properties are also. See, if you click a dot and click the down arrow, these are all party related properties. Okay, these are all work party related properties. See here, these are from which class? Data dash party class. What is the city? What is the company that he is working for? What is his first email, second email, third email, first name, last name, home city, home fax, country, and then other state, state information, time zone that he is living in, and PIN numbers and phone numbers, street name, state code. So general information related to the party and related properties are available. So PY user identifier, all that also will be available along with PY work party URI. And okay, let's go ahead now, and we will also create a data transform similarly, or we copy the data transform and then let's go ahead and work with our application. Now you go to PY case. Okay, another point, here you go. See, for one of these two, VOE, and the second one doesn't have VOE. VOE means view on entry. View on entry means what is the entry place? You create a transaction. This is the entry place. Where is this flow? This flow. Okay, you make a transaction. So which one to be viewed on entry? Customer. Here you go. Work party, customer. This one. This is view on entry, means on entry it should be viewed to anyone. They can edit the information to add some information here. This is view on entry, and second party doesn't have view on entry. You see, where is it? It doesn't have view on entry, so it is not displayed. View on entry is there. It get displayed in the new harness where you can add some information, you modify some information. Okay, there will be some mandatory properties which we must have to enter. You can see on the screen that one. And now here you go. Required. Required means mandatorily information to be set, or you can proceed. See, the properties which are mandatory as part of PRPC is different. Here the required to be, so which party to be required must be there is different. Required means this party must have to be having some data and it should be created. So like this you can add parties in the existing one, existing work parties that can be PYD, that can be default, or that can be PY case management default you are using. Let's say PY case management default. Now new harness will not be displayed for this. In this there will be some parameters which are overriding. See here, owner is displaying. So if you display with PY case management default also we can display new harness. Look at here, skip create view. I'm unchecking this option. These two together are making it actually. That skip create harness is being overridden when you have work parties as default. Now it will not be overridden. Let's see. So now I have PY case management default as work parties. See, your projects may have work parties being used or may not have. It depends on your tech leads how they design. Some projects will have, some projects will not have.
So Harsha, what would be the business case or real life scenario we would use this, right? And what would be the benefit of it?
I will tell you, just wait. So now here you go, parties. See, now it is displaying owner. Okay, I will explain you, just wait for some time. Owner is view on entry. Customer interested party are not view on entry. You can see here, only owner is displayed. Okay, for this, by default, there is some information that is being set in the data transform. What is the information? PY work party URI. So that is requester.user identifier, something is being set. So that's what the information you're seeing here on the screen, some name or owner, and you can click on edit and then you can enter first name, last name, some other information. Okay, if it is been provided available, then you can enter, otherwise leave it and then add your own parties. If you want to, if you want to add your own parties which are displayed, how many are there? Just go here. How many are there other than this owner which is viewing on display, customer and interested? Here you go, customer. So you select customer and then click on edit. You should be able to add the information related to the customer. So like this, you can have a number of details related to the party being given there. So this is basic details about work parties where you can use the existing work party of PY default or PY case management default, which is provided as per your requirement. And work party's information can be captured optional from starting of the transaction, that is from the new harness, or work party information can be assigned anywhere in the transactional processing as per your business need. So these parties are descendants classes of data party. So each work party that is provided by PRPC, like operator, is an instance of class data party operator, and which is individual, that is like a person, is an instance of data party person organization, data party organization. Like this, you can go ahead and add your own parties, anything under data party class. Most of the properties related to work parties will be available under data party only. So work parties will get created, the captured information on clipboard under PY work page, PY work party, which is a page group. Okay, so these are the points which we had discussed. So let's go ahead now and see a requirement. So what are different ways you can use work parties in your business application processing? As I told you, mainly two things. So here you go to the case types. Go to the case type. So you know about routing. So we are doing routing based on operator ID or based on, what is the other one? Work queue, right? So instead of that, you can also go ahead and use to work party. To work party. So I'm going to do it for a work party. Look at here. Here you have to write the name of the party. It has to be dropped down. I don't know why it is not coming. If you write the name of the party, so PRPC automatically is going to find this party from the clipboard. Can you tell me the structure of the clipboard for this party, which I have written here? Someone tell me. What is the structure of the clipboard? For the party name, which I have written here on the screen, what will be the clipboard structure? Just now I have told you.
PY work party under party.
What is the exact structure? For the party name, which I have written.
PY work page dot PY work.
PY work page dot
PY work party under
PY work party of customer dot PY user identifier PY అదే ఇంకోటి ఉంది కదా URI property, first name property, last name property, email one, all that. So that is the, so this refers to the class so and so, whatever that you define. So like this, it can be used in the routing. This is one thing. Yesterday I have shown you something else, I believe. What was that? Usage. You can use parties here also. What is the other one? Just let it get check out. Okay, so here you go. You have automation shape, send email. Where is it? Send email. If you go to send email automation shape, okay, now you see here email address that you are aware of. You go ahead with a party, that is customer, owner, interested, or everyone you want to send. From this clipboard page, it will take the email address from the page group. It will not ask you email address separately. You choose customer. By default, PRPC will go to PY workpage.py workparties of customer.py email address. Something is there. It will be taken and to them the email ID, email will be sent. So like this, parties can be used in routing Parties can be used in which other one? Email integrations. Okay, maybe other places also there. Just I need to cross verify once again. Okay, everyone clear with parties? Now you are clear. Someone was asking, right? Vasu or some Raj. Both of your voice sound similar. Raj, yes. You are asking. So
Yes,
are you
Harsha.
clear where we use parties?
Yes, Harsha, I'm clear.
Yeah. Raj or Vasu asked me a few minutes back. Okay, so that is where we can use parties, and parties can be like in the routing or email integration. Maybe here and there you find out somewhere, you can use it. So in which rule you define parties? Either default or PY case management default. There is no need for you to create work party rule. Again, only one work party rule. Same you can go ahead and modify. That is fair enough. Everyone clear about the concept of work parties?
Harsha, just one question. So suppose if we are routing assignment to a particular work party, that work party when that
Generally, it
work
is
party
an
will log
operator type.
in
Operator type. Yes, correct.
operator type. So when they
Generally,
log in, they will see user portal, right? Their user interface will be user portal, right?
see what is there in the we are saying that it is an operator in Pega, right? Whatever the
Right.
portal that they have, they will see. It can be
Okay.
user or manager or analyst or someone else, whatever it could be.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead now and look at routing with work parties. Okay. Write down everyone. You write down the requirement. Okay. No need to write. Leave it. I will be drafting it myself here. No need to write. So I don't have any theory document for this. You have to depend on this. I can prepare it, but again, it will take time here. Work parties, right? Working with routing and work parties. Okay. That's it. Simple. No need of requirement. Which one? 577, right? Eighth. Okay. So transaction details assignment, routing transaction details assignment to work party. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it. So to implement this, we need to create below rules. First one, operator. I'll go ahead with operator. So operator, second one, data transform to set next, modify PY case management default work party. Okay, this is third one. Anything else that we need to do? I think that's it. Fair enough. Operator, use existing user operator. Okay, or manager operator. It depends on your whomever you are going to route. So that is, you have to keep this in mind. What is the user operator that you wanted to go ahead and have this assigned it for work party? So what is the user operator that I have? Operator ID. LIC user we don't have. We have, right? LIC user 2, or it can be manager 1 or manager 2. Let's say this is the operator ID, LIC user 2. Okay, so here you go now. LIC user 2. I'm going to make sure that this is what I'm going to use, and first name, last name, full name, all that. This operator related maybe I will take, or maybe you can take it from current operator also. It's up to you, but I don't want to take it from current operator. So now we need to customize. Okay, Okay. Open work party and customize. So where is the work party? So you are working with case types, right? So here you go. What is the name of the case type? Someone please tell me. What is the name of the case type?
Vehicle insurance.
No. What is the name of the case type?
PY default.
PY default. See, in interviews, they will ask you questions like this also. If you say vehicle insurance, they will feel like you are not going through the basics. Okay, PY default. So here you have work party being called. Also, you go to PY start case. Start case also may have the work party, right? Because it is a starting flow. Same is there. Okay, both places you have same. You open from here, you go here, PY case management default. Open from here. Either of this is it's up to you. Okay, I'll give the screenshot of this. Just hang on. Open that work parties. Click on edit icon to open above work party. So I am clicking on edit icon to open it. These three are already there. You don't want these three to be here. You want to remove it, you remove it. It's up to you as per your business need. I don't want to remove it. Just let's save as to modify. Let's go and save as to modify. You know how to save as because it is, oh, I'm sorry, no need to save as, right? It is already copied into our rule set at the beginning itself, it seems. Already copied into LIC vehicle rule set. So no need to save as. Suppose it is not there, then you have to save as. Okay. So check out and modify. Here you go. Check out this. So I'm adding my own work party now. Oh my God. Just taking too much time. So user 2. You can add anything. Let's say I'm saying user 2 party label and role also. Okay, I'll say user and party class. I want it to be type of operator. So operator, and here you go, operator. Create a data transform. So look at here. So as I told you, when you go and create a new data transform, so you just go ahead and make sure you set some of the properties like party URI, PY user identifier. Some properties must be set, otherwise you will see error message on the clipboard. At least after maybe we get error message on the clipboard, we can come back and we can set it. No issues. During the development phase, you can learn from the clipboard. So click on edit icon beside data transform to create it. Okay. First we'll see the definition and later we can go ahead and do the routing. So here you go. This is user. Okay. Initialize user. Okay. This is what I wanted to give the name. You can give any name. It's up to you. Make it something meaningful. So let's go ahead and set. What is the one? User 2, right? I'm sorry.
Just a user, I think.
Only user.
LIC user 2. Okay. So here you go. Add one more. This I had set. And what is the other one? PY work party URI. Again, I'm giving the same. If you observe, I'm giving the same. I'm not giving the I'm giving the operator ID. Party URI given operator ID. Okay, let's go ahead with mandatory one, full name. Okay. Email. Okay, let's go with py email 1. Okay, let's save up to here, and first we'll see clipboard. Later we can further modify anything is needed. Did we discuss any time about this call superclass data transform? Did we discuss about this any time?
Yes.
No, Harsha.
No,
Harsha.
Alice. Some people are
No,
saying
I
yes.
don't remember.
Oh, okay. No problem. We will discuss after this class. Anyway, we have just observed this. For your interviews, it will be helpful. Okay. Go back to work parties. Call the data transfer. So here you go. What is that? Initialize user. So you need it to be required view on entry. We don't want to view it on entry. We don't want it to be go ahead with this option also. It will be created anyway. View on entry means new harness. I don't want this to be in the new harness. Let's go ahead now and then check in. First, let's create a case and look at the clipboard. Okay, so just go ahead and create a case. Click on, we are not viewing it on the entry, and the new harness, what was default, I think I have withdrawn that, right? I mean, not default, modified one I have withdrawn. Okay, let's see if
In the
yes.
rules, change it withdrawn.
Yes, yes. Go to clipboard. If it is asking you anything mandatory to be given, we will give it, no worries. So here you go, py work page, py work parties, it should be available. Why I don't have py work parties? User party I have given, right? Py work party. It was coming. Why it is not coming now? Give me 1 minute.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, let me make it available in the recording. Just hang on. This is the case. This is the clipboard where you have work party, py work page. Under that, work party. Is it py work page? I want py work page, py work party, and party information. Now we are going to route to this. So you open the case type. This is the case type. So open transaction details flow for us. Okay, open transaction details process. So open this process now. So you can define routing information. Check out, double click on assignment. You can do it without coming to here. On the case type also you can do it, right? So here also you can do. When you select this step, you have routing. Both are same, no worries. Either you do there or you do on the assignment shape. Let's do it on assignment shape so that you can see where is it available on the assignment shape. At least you can learn like this also. Go with custom. and here you go with work list to work party. OOTB activities to work party. Choose and the name of the party. What is the name of the party? User. Okay, so done. So now routing should happen to this particular operator. You can refresh this, create a case and test it. So you no need to bother about this. You can click on done. So when you go to when the case goes to transaction details, it should be appropriately routed to the party related operator. Transaction details, right? So transaction details has been routed appropriately. Login with user 2. So you should know what is the user operator. When respect to user operator login, he will see the task to be assigned. 12,008 something is there. So where we can find out this? This is the case ID related to the assignment which we have routed. It is been routed. Okay, we can see this is the one, right? 2000, I mean like 12,008. We got the same. So now he can work on the transaction details. This is for routing. Same way you can work on email integration also. You know how to work with send email smart sheet. Try with the same. So let me go ahead and tell you one of the small change I'll do. Done. Okay, look at here now. In the routing, we did not mention the routing property, like which property is holding operator ID. Automatically, based on this work party name that you have given, it is going through work party page and it is taking from there. So what I am going to do now is just for a small change, I am removing this. First one I am going to remove. Checking this back. You can watch this video in my YouTube channel. By evening I will upload. You do it during the weekend. You go with your regular process of what are you working on. You just do what we have seen just now, this work parties, when you have some free time. Okay, in your interviews also, they may not ask you the questions related to this mostly. Okay, click on done. God. Let's see if the routing is happening or not. Go to clipboard. Up to this, you go to clipboard and see py work page. Under that, work parties, py work party. You have py work party URI. Same is copied here, I believe. 1 second, please. Okay, so look at here. This is, see, I have removed py user identifier, but still py user identifier is being copied from py work party URI. So this is what I wanted to let you know, that you just go ahead and remove py user identifier. It will be copied from work party URI. So the main property here is work party URI. You have to set with operator ID. That's what I wanted to let you know. So work party URI to be set with operator ID. No need to set user identifier. Okay, you try reverse. You set user identifier. You don't set work party URI. Do it and post it in the WhatsApp group for us. What is happening? You understand what I said? Every one of you.